Mustakbala.
Thinks it's a
Ja.
has plenty. Every day is a new chance to fulfill your destiny. Took care.
Manugeniaku.
Figures the only thing you can still count on as the world ends is the night sky twinkles.
Namplasinam taut blau.
Their pal Nova studies them from atop a lookout tower.
Namplasinam taut blau.
Used to watch them with her pops, but he's missing now.
Rak tuibe.
Thinks she's atop her tower every night at least.
Negenle majagmanrunab.
Says you should look for Nova's tower and chat with her.
Mi mai kellur.
The tower can be hard to see after dark, but it's worth it.
Nuju nuki dekipaju ki nukidenu.
Maybe you can help find her pops.
Tui tapletsia.
Knew they could count on you. Find us a sunset to ride into. That was the first Aurora totem. 3 to go. Glad to see you stopped keeping. Says good. Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand. Time to figure out how you'll spend your night. Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above. It's shockingly dark out there. Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds.
Tolidrea ia maoloa.
You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others.
Bubuko von Vunvun.
Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots.
Tolu keta ia wawanawe.
It's important to stay grounded. You share the same fate as the tree.
Kabobe farhi.
Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone.
Iatu iao mawa.
Think of the present because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things.
Bubu tubuko.
If you continue to do good, good will follow you.
Tolu mawawanya.
If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark.
Poyubut pai ketawa.
He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive.
Kuchai. Hifar befarbe.
Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees.
Tolua lo toloka.
He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core.
Ba lo yualu.
The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate.
Kotuvon ko kumvun kono.
He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head.
Befarbe ita hun tokob kirko.
It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real.
Mauketo tolu ayadre.
He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground.
Baluotoloa.
The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out.
Baluotoloa.
The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end.
Luatolo maua.
He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Beboko kontabe.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Come, Weeper.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in the southeast.
Aya mu aya.
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Goop.
Tolo woya lo yalo batolo yo.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled.
Kim hobe bekoko hifar muk.
Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Bubuko von Vunvun.
He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Yalawawatnawa.
Out of Date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Ba lo yualu.
He wonders what's on your mind.
Satuatan pop kila.
Says talking to you was interesting. Good thing you're not scared of tight places. This is Dixie's goods. There's an outfitter and an upgrade bench dangling in that little blimp. Let's see. Says the shop holds something. Say, never know what you might find. A good deal all around. Got what you wanted.
Laoi tot zac che o trema.
Deepened your pockets. Well spent. One hand after the other. It's a fine way to ride. This place is called Spurftop. The fur dresser named Trim hangs out here.
Fasi ni malada.
Let's see.
Sina.
He seems glad you're developing your own fur style. Can't be shy about who you are when the world's about to end.
Nicola ti burara liluda.
Says the world's broken. Not sure if it can be fixed, but it's going to be a bouncy ride either way.
Ti pare sirnika.
Says you've blazed a path to a place where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. So, which way will it be?
Nicola ti burara liluda.
He can see you have a steadfast heart. You know the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, like he does with his clippers.
La baruta.
Trim says anyone who doesn't know their history is like a tree without roots. You need to remember who you are and where you came from.
Gira mugabu.
Wonders if you ever think about your place in the world, whether you wear your fur short or long. It's about how well you're inside.
Mina fum fafsista.
Right, it makes you feel more like yourself.
Kala chica.
Figures we might have more styles in our futures.
Ila move.
Knows you've been working to make things.
Killer?
Says it's good you're working with the Myriad tribe. As crazy as the world is now, he confesses that tribes with more fur are more his style.
Shimubata?
Claims they don't have much to work with, and those ears tend to get in the way, but yeah, fur's fur.
Peshugne.
Thinks you're more important than whoever you're working with.
Pa nenoka sipa.
Says visitors been far and a few. No one seems to prioritize a hair cute these days. It's barbarism at its worst.
Pivura ti nada kala.
He thinks everybody seems occupied with the fact the world's going under.
Kala chica.
He presents himself as Trim. Says he'll take care of you and that hairstrosity.
Pali tukade.
Tells you to ask any of his happy custom furs, even though he realizes they won't be easy to find.
Pali tukade.
He's got one little problem. His clipper fingers have rusted due to the contamination, and without them, his whole existence is hanging by a hair.
Ila move.
His friend Juju should have a pair of clipper fingers to spare, as he's mostly on the zigzagger nowadays. Maybe you could...
Oh, bolada fina.
He doesn't know who gave you your Frankencut, but he'll upstyle it and give you a #1 pop mop in no time. Just fetch him the clipper fingers.
Oh, bolada fina.
Figures he can make your fur as delightful as your tongue.
There's a bright day coming.
Hey, that's going to get you burned.
The only one getting burned around here is you.
That stings.
Oh, do you want some first aid for that?
Nothing's more important right now than this. Why, there's a motor juice station. Imagine getting go juice whenever you can. What metal? Smashing. Well placed. There are shadows forming again.
Como tudo para fazer, why adfuno diabo?
Seems like the cranks need to be unturned in the right order if you want to crack the strong box open. Best part of this ride is it runs on green stuff. That was the second Aurora totem. 2 more, and you'll find out if the legend is true. Imagine when Toxanol was pumping truckloads of stuff through gutways like this. You never know how long anything's been buried underground. Seems the nozzles need to be regulated to set the pipe workings in motion. Well, now that'll just remain a pipe dream. You need to regulate the nozzles so they adjoin. Now that's unblocked, there's nothing stopping the flow. made to be broken. Take a moment to absorb the day. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. Can't find better than this. You almost slipped past the village of Flibberdit. Let's see. Just walk between the raindrops, right? E-waste, the stuff you need. The vendor said... bagged that. Done and done. Shopkeeper... Says if we want to survive longer, you need to be stronger. The stronger you are, the longer we'll last. Doesn't know. They don't shoot. Says they spotted some guns flexers. Might be good for you. Nothing like exercise to get you in shape.
Oelme, Rakilada.
We'll climb stringer? How unusual.
Wa sulla karaktunu wa.
Good value. Shopping accomplished. Fair and square. You're too clunky for that.
Gayuye luluya.
Shopkeep.
Luyetu fal.
You by.